at the McKinley Community Center, and the class, the Urban Planning 201 class, is presenting the results of the work they've done throughout the fall semester. So this semester the students have been walking throughout the neighborhood, they've been talking to community leaders, they've been interviewing members of community organizations, they've been reviewing plans, they've been talking to city staff, and they've been generally trying to understand what has been completed in the past 3 years in the Five Woods Brookwood Terrace neighborhood, and with the understanding that they like to know what needs to be done next based on what has happened in the past 3 years. What does the community want to focus on during the next 5 years?
Today is the students are sharing the research that they've done in collaboration with the community. And it's the first time that the community is beginning to have a chance to see and reflect on the work that they've done really over the last 5 years. And so we see this as the opening, if you will, of a conversation with the community. And this will open up into a larger conversation about celebration of victories, priorities that are coming next, and where they want to take their... The role that the students play is twofold. One is to bring their technical expertise to bear and to create a space for the community to have a conversation. And the second is really to bring their excitement and enthusiasm.
I thought the class was great. It really gives you a first-hand experience of the community planning process and what agencies like the San Jose Redevelopment Agency does every day with working with the community. And it's something I think that I can take from school, and when I'm a planner someday, immediately use those skills that I've learned.
Our students specifically here at Ann Darling haven't seen or don't really know what a college student is. And to hear when they talk to the students and find out what's required of them or what they do at college. I know they did ask, that was some of the questions that the students asked at college night. Well, what do you do when you're at college? What does it mean to go to college? Do you live on campus? Those kind of things. So it allows our students to see a different view of the community.
I think that a lot of parents that we're running into this evening, one of the problems is too is that they didn't have the opportunity to go on and go to college and more or less even finish high school. So trying to reach those parents on a level of getting them to talk to their kids about it, they may feel like they're not informed about the subject and feel maybe intimidated.
We just came back from City College because we visited the campus and checked it out.
Oh, you did?
And we're getting Mom ready for college too.
Or are you going to college yourself?
Yes.
Oh, do you think you're going to college as a role model for your child?
Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm doing. Role model for the kids and a better future for all of us.
CommUniverCity is important because we do some of the things that the city can't do on its own, and some of the things that the community can't do on their own, and some of the things that the university can't do on their own. And there's a certain amount of brain power that the community and the university and the city can all put together and make the neighborhood and the city in general a better place. There's that aggregate learning experience, the experience of real living in the neighborhood, the experience from the community and theory, and then the ability of the city to actually contribute things as well. It makes it that much more of an enriching experience for the students, as well as making it an empowerment experience for the community and a better place for everyone to live, work, and play.
Where you get taught that information in class, that you actually get to use it out in the real world experience work, and not just reading academic material that doesn't relate to the real world experience, where this is touching real lives.
What we're going to do today is we're going to be walking in this, if you guys want to come closer and take a look, this is the Five Wounds area. That's, your other classmates have been mapping. And today we're mapping this little section, which is 20. Basically what we're going to do, we're going to take these walkability charts and we're going to hit every block in this section from start of one street to end of one street. And we're going to fill it out as we walk along, and we're also going to be taking pictures of some protective factors and risk factors.
The role of the city and CommUniverCity is to make sure that all of the work that the students do connects with the longer-term community development.
I want to see something that is visible, that I can see it, that I can touch it, that I can sit on maybe. And so basically I want to see results. And it doesn't have to be something big, but little goals, one at a time. But I want to be able to see that this is working. That's going to show me that the efforts that CommUniverCity is doing
it really needs to be long-term and a long-term vision, and it takes time for the projects and the difference to actually be made. And if people aren't truly committed to it and aren't willing to stay in it for a few years, the progress can't be recorded and you can't actually see the change being made. So people have to think of it more as a marriage as opposed to just a simple little partnership that happens and it's a one-project deal. People who are truly impassioned need to be able to come back and continue their work in the neighborhood.
Well, good morning, CommUniverCity San Jose, and welcome everybody to the National Global Youth Service Day. I'm proud that San Jose State University is a leading partner in the CommUniverCity project in this day of service.
A California driver's license or ID, this is a new requirement for voter registration, or a relatively new one. So make sure that goes in. Box number 8 is telephone and email address. These are optional. There are 2 classes here today. One is political participation taught by Melinda Jackson. So they're studying things like civic engagement and voting behavior. And then most of the students are from my local politics class, so they've been looking at local campaigns and elections and so on. There are 9 teams going out to shopping centers and supermarkets and Walgreens, the Food Bowl, Colorado, places like that. So we try to put a Spanish speaker in most of those teams. And then there are 5 teams that are going to be going door to door in the neighborhoods. And as I told the students when we were briefing, if they register 100 voters today, that will be huge. And that will increase voter registration in these neighborhoods by 2.5%.
We're painting houses. We had to just tape off all the windows and the trim that's going around the houses, and just painting them off for the lady that lives here. I like helping out other people, and I would like it if I were in need of something, that someone would come and help me just out of the goodness of their own heart.
Gracias a todos. No sé con quién empezar, pero en especial los que andan trabajando.
I'm a resident of this area, and I'm very thankful to you that you volunteered your time and that you have that passion to be here and volunteer and make the community better. So I thank you very much in my name and the name of the residents of this neighborhood. And what I take away from this day as a resident is that I've seen the community at work. That's important to me. I've received a lot of information from the different presentations that were given throughout the day. And I understand a lot more now the resources that this community can have or will have in the years in the future. So that's important to me. And also, it's given me an opportunity to think about what can I do as a resident to better the neighborhood in which I live.
I guess from the day-to-day thing, what I'm looking for the most is that it's almost like a small town within a big city, where we know each other, we look after each other, and we've kind of made a commitment to have this be a safe and enjoyable place to live.
What I'd like to see happen is that by the time we finish across a 5-year period, we will have qualitative and quantitative data to show, number 1, that we've made a difference in the community, and number 2, that the students who participated gained in terms of their academic knowledge and their sense of self as a member of an engaged community.